Welcome to day 1 of the silence and seduction of being. I am so excited for this conversation. It is definitely has been a long time coming, and just these energies, and also, we've planned this quite a while ago, and it's been in my world ever since. A very different conversation, and I'm excited to dive in with you guys and play. So what is the silence and seduction of being? And that's what I wanted to talk about today. What are these energies that we're playing with here? And I think maybe all of you, or most of you, no, a lot of you are also on the Intimacy of Potency telecall that is kind of occurring simultaneously with this class, and we had our first call yesterday. And to me, they weave together very beautifully, those calls and these energetic exercises or energy pulls, this topic. Because having the 5 elements of intimacy with you, gratitude, allowance, honoring, vulnerability, and trust, really cultivating that with you and getting clear on what that actually is, to me, is part of the silence and seduction of being. And it's where we actually really get to be who we are, the fullness of who we are, everything that we are, that includes everything that we've decided is wrong about us. And we get to be it. We get to be it with ourselves. We get to be it. And when you be it with yourself, you be it in the world. And amazing things can show up. And the way that we then create, the way that we actualize things that we're asking for in our lives is so different. You no longer have to participate in this reality. Yesterday I was on a Be Different, Stay Weird call with Dane here, and he was talking about this stereotype call that Gary Douglas just did, and this thing about this idea of stereotypical cadence. So the stereotypical cadence is basically this rhythm with which this reality moves. And you have, you sort of join into that cadence, you join into that rhythm based on the stereotypes that you associate yourself with. Even if you don't think that you're stereotypical, it's like all the things that you think that you are, like, I am a mom, I am an entrepreneur, I am a woman, I am a man, I am a dad, I am single, I am in a relationship, I am monogamous, I am not monogamous, I am, whatever it is, I am African American, I am Indian, I am lesbian, all these ways that we identify ourselves, they become these stereotypes, that we don't even realize it, but we fit ourselves into. And the cadence of that is this thing that is set by this reality, and it is set by the stereotype of, if we take I am a woman, the cadence of I am a woman is set by this reality, and you have to then follow it when you identify yourself as a woman rather than as an infinite being who has access to everything. And so we use our entrainment to that stereotypical cadence of this reality and the rhythm that is set by this reality and that is set by all the definitions that you have of you, to eliminate the magic that we be, to eliminate the possibilities that are available to us, to eliminate the being that we actually be. And that eliminates the creation and the actualization of what we're asking for in our lives, and also what we would like to see as the world. So everything that is, can we please destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, pod, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And so you can see how as you're sort of entrained to that cadence, that stereotypical cadence, there is no conversation, room, space, possibility, availability of having intimacy with you, of having vulnerability, of having your own back, of having this space where you have your back so dynamically, you're willing to be so dynamically the fullness of the being that you be, the silence and seduction of the being that you be, that can seduce the world to different realities beyond the stereotypical cadence that creates this entire reality. And you basically begin to well, when you are entrained to that cadence, that's not a possibility. When you are willing to go beyond it, and when you're willing to be the silence and the seduction of the being that you be, the intimacy of the potency that you be, the presence with you, the vulnerability with you, the allowance of you, the gratitude, honoring, and trust for you, you are now creating a reality beyond this reality, where there is no stereotype, there is no cadence to follow. You actually become a leader for a different possibility in the world. And in order to lead different possibilities in the world and in your own life, every energy is required. Every energy is required. To be intimidating to others, to be a threat to others' limited realities, to be a headache to other people, to be annoying to other people, to be so fucking happy that you bug the shit out of other people, to be so silent that you put people into question, to be so seductive that people cannot help but lower their barriers and let go of the cadence of this reality. To be inspiring to others, to be adored by others, to be a melt of solid reality. All of that requires you to go beyond the stereotype of you, everything you've identified yourself as, everything you've decided that you are, beyond the cadence and into the space of infinite possibilities and into the energy space, consciousness and choice that you be. So what is possible for you being the silence and seduction of you that would seduce this reality to drop its limitations, that would allow you to also create totally beyond this reality with total ease that you don't think is possible? That if you would allow the possibilities, would actualize a totally different reality. And everything that is times a godzillion when you destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, POC, punch, hurts, boys and beyond. So close your eyes, drop your barriers, let go of your mind, relax your body, your brain, your world, your reality. Relax beyond the stereotypical cadence of this reality. Relax into the space of you. Relax into the seduction of all realities that you be, even if you're fucking terrified of it. Let yourself have it and be it right now. Just even for these next few minutes, allow yourself to be all of that, to be everything that you be that is so undefined. And when you undefine you, all of a sudden the magic and the miraculousness of you is there. And you are willing to use all energies to create. All energies. When you have every energy, every space at the ready, choosable to you, for you, when you are willing to choose beyond the cadence of this reality. You can pull anything out of a hat at any time. You become so completely not predictable. That you silence the minds around you. And you seduce the world to something totally different. Have you ever been seduced and felt like you were weak in the knees, energetically or otherwise, where your desire for something more becomes so big that you're willing to go beyond the rational, to go beyond the predictable, to go beyond the reasons and justifications why you can't, and to just say yes. Are you willing to be that in the world? And are you willing to be it with you? Perhaps let's start with you being it with you. Seduce yourself beyond your limitations. Seduce yourself to the silence of being that you be. Seduce yourself to let your mind melt like liquid gold into the trueness of your being that has a speed and a space and a movement beyond. That moves with such speed, elegance, grace, beauty, potency, determination, tenacity, and so few points of view that nothing can remain solid around you, including you. Are you willing to be that which de-solidifies solid reality? Puts people into question and changes the molecular structure of reality just by moving through the world and just by being. When you choose to have that for you and be that with you, reality changes around you. You become the leader of the dance. You set the no cadence of totally non-predictable movement, energy, texture, color, possibility. You begin to dominate your own reality and to choose and to demand of you that you be and receive, and everything changes around you. Are you willing to be that potent? Are you willing to be that powerful? Are you willing to be that seductive? Are you willing to have that much freedom? Are you willing to have so much freedom of being, creation, and actualization that you are envied and intimidating, inspiring, that you are adored, worshipped, hated, detested, loved, coveted, lusted after, with no point of view? welcome to the silence and seduction of being. What can you be today? What can you create today? Allow this space to ripple and reverberate in your molecular structure through all of your energetic pathways and realities, the totality of your being, and into the world, so that the world becomes your canvas and you choose what you are going to paint. Here we go. Thanks, everybody.